Taking a live look outside at 7 o'clock on your Wednesday morning. Man, Golden is somewhere under all of that fog this morning. We are seeing low visibility in so many different parts of our state this morning because of all that moisture that we're just having in the air right now and the cooler temperatures as well. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Chavez.
And I'm Corey Rose. What a weird week.
Very ominous.
Yes, we're in August, in the middle of summer.
But it feels like we're smack dab in the middle of fall in October.
In Seattle.
Yeah.
You know, it's odd. But today we're going to warm up close to 80.
Close to 80, upper 70s we're expecting, but yes, more moisture, more instability. We saw widespread storms yesterday. Once again for today, we're continuing to watch that moisture stream in across the state, creating some foggy conditions in spots this morning. Here's a live look for you out near Lyman. Visibility has been limited at times. Our Lookout Mountain camera socked in there in Golden, but you head further to the west, a live look for you over Longs Peak. We will start to see some peaks of sunshine later on this afternoon, right around midday. But at this hour, visibility is low in spots. If you're up near Fort Collins, out to Aurora, less than 3 miles that you can see ahead, and out to the airport and Lyman, that's where we've seen the lowest visibility, and just west into the foothills. So as we can see from our live radar picture, it's an active Wednesday morning here across the state. We're already picking up some drizzle and shower activity off into the foothills and over the western slope. It is wonderful to see this type of precipitation here for Colorado, especially with extreme to exceptional drought over portions of the state. So low-lying cloud coverage, areas of fog this morning. Temperatures right now sitting in the low 60s. Later on today, we do have the chance here over the next couple of hours of seeing some drizzle and shower activity here in Denver. So wet weather this morning, partly cloudy skies this afternoon. Then we're talking storms. I'll break down when we're expecting to see more of those thunderstorm and shower develop later on today. And once again for tomorrow coming up, Erica.
All right, Katie, thank you so much. Certainly seeing those foggy conditions in some areas, so make sure to take it slow. Use those low beams in any of those as you hit the roads this morning. Travel for you on 225 is slow in both directions, unfortunately. Hate to be the bearer of bad news this morning, but northbound 225 slow. This is our camera right around Alameda Avenue. So approaching Colfax, where we have a crash still clearing out, we are still seeing delays this morning. Travel for you on the opposite side, southbound 225 and Yosemite Street. Slow going because of a crash just up ahead of the camera here. So both sides in opposite directions are at a crawl. Let's show you where this is on our map this morning. I want to show you the big picture to start. We definitely have color on our main interstates, which is pretty standard for this time of the morning, of course. Again, northbound 225 wreck at Colfax. The ramp is partially blocked. 13-minute backup there and the red light. And then on the southbound side, we are closer to a 15 to 20-minute backup because of that crash at Yosemite Street this morning. Travel for you on westbound I-70 slowing by around 10 minutes between E470 and 76. And of course, we can see change in color on I-25 coming through the North Washington area headed towards 6th Avenue, westbound 76 into the Berkeley, Arvada, Wheat Ridge area as well. Excuse me. New this morning, construction is underway for a major road in Commerce City. This morning, 9 News transportation specialist Brianna Fernandez joins us live near 270 and Vasquez. Brianna, this area we both know sees constant wrecks and delays, and we're seeing them this morning as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I haven't seen any wrecks right along Vasquez, but I just want to show you the delays that we are seeing. The delays that Erica, you mentioned all throughout the morning. So you're seeing people along Vasquez trying to hop onto 270, and then of course 270 just super backed up this morning. And you guys, it's only around 7:02-ish on a Wednesday morning. So 40,000 cars pass through this area daily, mostly freight trucks, which is what we've seen all throughout the morning. Plus you have pedestrians who have to cross through what CDOT is calling a very confusing intersection. So here's a look at that area that CDOT is focusing on along Vasquez, so between 270 and 64th Avenue. The nearly $11 million project is the first of 2 construction projects for traffic improvements along Vasquez. The first phase includes simplifying 60th Avenue along Vasquez to a standard 4-way intersection, improving the traffic signals to reduce bumper-to-bumper traffic, plus adding a new northbound right turn lane from Vasquez to Parkway Drive and East 60th Avenue. Other parts of the project focus on adding curb extensions to each corner to increase pedestrian safety and to restrict large truck access, plus brand new intersections along 62nd Avenue that will hopefully relieve some of the traffic issues that we've seen in the past.
It's going to impact the local roadway network, and we're actually going to be creating some new side roads and new intersections because really the main issue is that this intersection at 60th and Vasquez is kind of like an octopus. It's 8 legs of different angles that people can come into the intersection. And it's really confusing, and it's not a lot of time to move through when everyone has to take their turn.
So if you drive through Vasquez, you are going to see construction crews as well as equipment out here. I'm already seeing it up and down Vasquez. So you're going to see crews here working from 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And there's also going to be some weekend closures. So keep that in mind, especially if you drive through Vasquez or hopping off 270. And also this project is expected to be completed hopefully sometime in 2027. For now, I'm live here in Commerce City. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Brianna, thank you. New this morning, many residents in Northeast Pueblo are disappointed after the city lowered some street dips, but not all of them. The dips are at several intersections along a half-mile of Jerry Murphy Road south of Highway 47. The dips are not speed bumps. They help water drain through an older neighborhood where storm drains are farther apart. But many residents consider the dips a safety concern. They told our sister station in the Springs that they are tired of drivers speeding through the dips, losing control and crashing into parked vehicles, yards, and even homes. That's what's happened to the Camus family.
Came through here, took out our side of our house here, and I was sleeping in that bedroom, and the wall that came in was about that far away from my sleeping head. So this is a dangerous area.
Crews lowered the dips at intersections of Glenmore Road and Taos Road to meet federal disability requirements. Some of the concrete panels around the dips had cracks. Repairing them improves drainage and increases pedestrian safety. The city says there could be future improvements as needed, and the best solution to prevent accidents in the area is for drivers to slow down.
New this morning, a Palmer Lake trustee is calling on the district attorney and Colorado's attorney general to investigate potential election misconduct. On September 9th, residents are going to head to the polls to vote on 2 items, whether to remove trustees Shayna Ball and Kevin Dreher, and also whether voters should decide future annexation decisions. State election law says that campaign signs must be at least 100 feet from a ballot box, but Palmer Lake trustee Adis Jurka alleges that election signs were stored under a desk less than 5 feet from a ballot box.
If I'm a voter and I'm kind of shy and I'm not outspoken, I go to the town office and I see the town office having this sign saying, vote no. I'm thinking, if I don't vote no, and there might be some retribution against me.
So when asked about his interim town manager, Glenn Smith downplayed the photos, saying the red sign in the picture is from a paddleboard company and was left lying near the lake. He says the purple sign is a campaign sign, but it was only there because a police officer found it in the middle of the road and dropped it off at Town Hall. This entire debate goes back to the proposed annexation of land to build a Buc-ee's in Palmer Lake. The actual Buc-ee's annexation vote has been pushed back for now. The town's planning commission says that it is still evaluating whether the proposal is even allowed by town code. After 6 days, Colorado's special legislative session aiming to address the state's $800 million budget deficit came to an end yesterday.
Legislators did not actually cut any spending themselves. That will fall on Governor Jared Polis. They did, however, adopt several tax measures meant to strengthen state revenue. 5 tax bills were passed, with the fiscal note saying they could raise as much as $253 million to help cover the shortfall. House Bill 1001 confirms qualified business income deduction add backs. It's a corporate tax, will continue. House Bill 1002 changes corporate income taxes for Colorado companies that use foreign tax havens. It makes those companies add back certain foreign income deductions when calculating their state taxes. HB 1003 removes a premium deduction for insurance companies with home offices in Colorado. HB 1004 outlines a plan for the state to sell about $240 million in tax credits to C corporations and insurance companies. And then lastly, House Bill 1005 gets rid of the state's vendor fee.
Well, finding the rest of the money to fill the budget deficit is now up to Governor Polis. He's going to present a spending reduction plan to the Joint Budget Committee tomorrow afternoon that could cover another third of the shortfall. The state's general fund reserve, which is set at 15% of general fund spending, or just over $2 billion, will cover the last third. Also during the special session, it was decided that the debate about how to regulate artificial intelligence in Colorado will continue next year. Instead of addressing tech industry concerns about new AI rules set to start in February, Democrats pushed the implementation until June of next year. Negotiations have focused on whether tech companies should be liable for discrimination by AI that they use. The deal means legislators will address the issue when they return in January.